A very good afternoon to you. This is Lunchtime News coming to you live on MTV Sports. I am Shaheen Jarangpati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Chinese President Xi Jinping arrives in the island for a two-day official visit. Minister Rajitha Senaratne says that no matter what battle, the main priority needs to be democracy. Allocations in the health sector need to be made for the prevention of diseases, a statement by the Minister of Health. Typhoon Kalmegi makes landfall in South China's island province of Hainan.
Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in the island for a two-day official visit a short while ago. Presidential spokesperson Mohan Samarnaik said that the official welcoming ceremony will be held at the Presidential Secretariat, presided by President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Now, following the welcoming, Chinese President Xi Jinping will engage in bilateral discussions with President Rajapaksa. Mohan Samarnaik said that a free trade agreement and several other agreements between the two countries are due to be signed. Now, during his visit in the island, President Xi Jinping will inaugurate the first phase of the Port City project near the Galle Face Green with President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Also, the final phase of the Norochale coal power plant will be opened today under the patronage of Chinese President and the Sri Lankan President. The visiting leader will hold meetings with the President and the Prime Minister and will pay a visit to the Parliament, where he will meet the Speaker and members of Parliament, including the opposition. Now, this visit by Chinese President Xi Jinping is the first visit by Chinese President to Sri Lanka in 28 years. The last Chinese President to visit the island was President Lee Hsien-loong in 1986.
Xi was elected President of the People's Republic of China on the 14th of March 2013 in a confirmation vote by the 12th National People's Congress in Beijing. He replaced Hu Jintao, who retired after serving 2 terms. Xi Jinping is the General Secretary of the Communist Party of China and the Chairman of the Central Military Commission. As Xi holds the top officers of the party, state and military, he is sometimes informally referred to as China's paramount leader. Son of communist veteran Xi Zhongzun, Xi Jinping rose to the ranks politically in China's coastal provinces. Xi is now the leader of the People's Republic's 5th generation of leadership. He has called for a renewed campaign against corruption, further market economic reforms, an open approach to governance, and a comprehensive national renewal under the neologism Chinese Dream.
Now, the First Lady of the Republic of China, Peng Liyuan, is also accompanying President Xi Jinping on this visit. Let's now take a look at the illustrious life of the First Lady of China, Peng Liyuan.
The new First Lady of China was almost unknown until she emerged on Xi Jinping's first presidential tour. In her homeland, she has been a superstar for 3 decades. Well before she met the president, Peng Liyuan was arguably the most famous singer in China. Her place at the top table of the Chinese establishment was cemented in 1985 when she spent 20 days on the front line, entertaining troops as they fought a border conflict with Vietnam. She gained popularity as a soprano singer from her regular appearances on the annual CCTV New Year's Gala, a widely viewed mainland Chinese television program that airs during the Chinese New Year. She has won many honors in singing competitions in China. She was the first in China to obtain a master's degree in traditional ethnic music when the degree was established in the 1980s. As of 2014, she is listed as the 57th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes.
Now moving on to other local news, Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resource Development Rajitha Senaratne says that no matter what the battle is, the main objective needs to be democracy. The minister made this comment at an event in Colombo yesterday.
Today there is democracy. We all like democracy. No matter what the battle, our main objective needs to be democracy. Democracy is a fundamental right of the people. Human rights is something that the people have a right to, and so is media freedom. That is our stance, even if we are in the government or in the opposition. When obstructions are made on it, we will voice our objection. No matter in what level it happens, we will voice our objection against it.
Minister of Health Maithripala Sirisena says that allocations for the health sector needs to be made for the prevention of diseases rather than for treatment. He made this comment while speaking at an event yesterday at the auditorium of the Medical Research Institute in Borella.
The event was held to present letters of appointments to 197 graduates attached to professions supplementary to medicine.
88% of the funds from the annual allocations is spent on treatments and only 12% is allocated for the prevention of diseases. What needs to happen is the other way around, at least 50%. Increasing number of hospitals is not a good sign for the country. Prisons should not be expanded and hospitals too should not be expanded. Both need to reduce. Education institutes need to be in large numbers in a country such as schools, universities and technical institutes. That's how a free service can be expanded. However, in a national plan, we always see the other side of it, even in the health service.
Well, today is the final day of the Dampal Real Series organized to mark the 150th commemoration of the late Sir Anagarika Dharmapala. The Dampal Real Series is to reach Colombo today. With that, we now cross over for a short commercial break. International news and sports come on the other side. On to sports news, the Sri Lanka hockey team is due to leave the island today for the 17th Asian Games in June 2014. Now, Sri Lanka has qualified for the Asian Games this time around after a span of 29 years.
The team, comprising of several new faces and many veterans, will be led by Thusita Ratnasiri from Sri Lanka Army, while the team is being coached by Tilak Vimalasinghe. Sri Lanka, who will be competing in Group A, will take on Pakistan, India, Oman and China in the preliminary round. Speaking to Sports First, Captain Thusita Ratnasiri said that the team is fully prepared for the games after lots of training.
We started training around 3 months ago, and after an extensive training program, the team is ready to compete in the Asian Games. And since the weather in Korea is cold at this time of the year, we train in Diatalawa. So I think we have what it takes to claim a medal this time around.
Sri Lanka will take on Pakistan in their first game on Saturday.
Swirls of green and red appeared in an aurora over Abisko National Park in Sweden, where we leave you this afternoon with the amazing footage of the aurora, the colourful display of light by Mother Nature. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Shanji Rampati. Have a good day.
Stargazers across a wide swathe of the United States were also hoping to get a rare glimpse of the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. The Northern Lights, a colourful cosmic display normally only visible in far northern latitudes, are the result of collisions between the Earth's gaseous particles and matter released by the Sun's atmosphere. The collisions can jar the magnetosphere around the Earth's north and south poles, releasing colourful streams into the sky. The Northern Lights got an extra burst this week and were visible at a far greater distance than normal due to a rare double burst of magnetically charged solar storms.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.